But how's everyone doing? Great, I hope it's a gorgeous day out today. I hope wherever you all are, it's a great day, like, great weather and stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the Atari VCS, how it's awesome being able to play old school games now, like Atari Jaguar games, Sega Mega Drive games, Super Nintendo games, all that, like, you know. And it's awesome. And a game called Towers 2 Plight, Stargazer for the Atari Jaguar. This is a first-person shooter RPG style game, and it's very rare. It's very expensive. And I checked the eBay. It's between €250 to €300, and it's just simply out of my reach, you know. But thanks to the Atari VCS, we could play the game through online emulation, and well, it's better than it's far from silky smooth, and the screen flickers like that. We can still play the game. It's just annoying, you know. And the name of the online emulator that plays Towers 2 Plight, Stargazer is Arcade Spot. So if people have a Atari VCS, type in Arcade Spot and type in Towers 2 for the Atari Jaguar. Like I said, this game is extremely rare and it's very expensive. So now I believe, now I don't know for sure, but we say if people have their Atari VCSs upgraded with Windows 10 and all the RAM and stuff, I say you could probably play a perfect version of Towers 2 on your Atari VCS, but because mine is only 8 gigabytes of RAM and bare bones memory, the only online emulation we can get, the screen flickers on and off, but we can still play the game, you know. I have to use the keyboard as well, you know, but like I say, if people have their Atari VCS upgraded, you can play a perfect version of the game, possibly even with the controller, I don't know. But for me, I have to use the keyboard, and the screen flickers like that, and so does the sound, if you know what I mean. It goes on and off, on and off. But we can still make out what's happening, and we can still play the game. So the game itself, it's a first-person shooter / RPG, and it's strangely, you know. But it's a good enough game where I want to keep playing, like, you know. It's not like Doom, it's not like Wolfenstein 3D. It's more like an Elder Scrolls sort of game, except there's not much story to it, from what I understand, like, you know. So with this game, with items, like, you don't pick them up automatically, you know. You have to pick up a backpack, put it on your back. There's a hand like that, and it's like a cursor. You have to place it over the item, like a backpack or food or anything like that, and you have to pick it up and put it into your backpack. Now, if you pick up a weapon, on the screen there's a picture of the backpack. Now, there's like an arrow beside the man's face, and if you press that, it turns over and you see his body, right? So if you see a knife or a sword in the ground, you have to pick it up and put it in his hand on the inventory screen. It's weird. It's taken me a long time to get used to that, and it just slows everything down. So it's not as action-packed as like Doom or Quake. So it's a real departure from them sort of games, but it's still a good game, in my opinion. The fact that you can literally pick up everything and use it as an inventory item, like boots, armour and stuff like that. You can even pick up shit on the ground and throw it at your enemies. To me, that's what made me keep playing. But even though the shit doesn't do that much damage, it just made me laugh that I could pick up feces. It's called feces in the game. You can pick it up, put it into your inventory, into your backpack, take it out and show it to the enemies. To me, that sold me in the game. You know, I've never been able to do that before in a game, where you can literally pick up shit and throw it at enemies, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so awesome stuff, you know. So Towers 2 Plight, Stargazer, yeah, it turns out it's the only RPG game on the Atari Jaguar, and like I said, it's over €200 to €300 on eBay. So it's just out of my reach, and as good as the game is, it's not worth €300 in my opinion. But thanks to the Atari VCS, you can play it without you know, you know, burn a hole in your wallet. You know what I mean? You know. So yeah, the VCS is awesome. Like I said, if people have their Atari VCS upgraded, they could probably play a perfect version of Towers 2 Ploy the Stargazer. You know, but like I said, it's an unusual game. Like opening doors, right? You had to put the cursor over the door handle, then press the button. The doors don't just open automatically or anything like that. And you have to make sure you have the right keys to open the door. So everything is just much more slow paced. You know, it's still a good game, you know, for the time, you know, that it came out at, especially for the Jaguar. And there's not a whole lot. Um, there is no other RPG on the Atari Jaguar. So thanks to the Atari VCS, you could play the game without, like I said, spending a fortune. You know. So yeah, just want to make a quick video about that. Like the Atari VCS is awesome. I'm looking forward to Atari Mania. Still waiting for that to come out. The Atari 50th anniversary collection, and Atari are after updating their website. Looks a lot better, works a lot better. Stuff is organised better, you know. So it's pretty cool, like, you know. So pretty cool. It's so hard to stay out today. So I hope everyone out there is having a good day, like, you know, and enjoy the good weather if you're having it, wherever you are, like, you know. So pretty cool. Yeah. So the Atari VCS, it's awesome. Like I said, it's for people that never had a mini PC of any sort, and people that want to, support Atari. You know, people like myself who grew up with them. That's why I got an Atari VCS, because I love Atari and want to support them. You know. So pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. So like people ask me, you know, or like, why hasn't the Atari VCS why hasn't it caught fire like the Atari 2600 did? How come it's not taking over the world like the 2600 did? Well, I hope one day the Atari VCS still does. I mean, it's early days, like, who knows what's going to happen. But I think the reason why the Atari 2600 was so successful is that it had no competition, and it had everybody making games for it. Everybody. Third party support, out the ass, indie developers, it had everyone and anybody making games for it. Movie license games, everything. It had no competition, and that's the main thing. You know, but Atari got greedy. Atari made stupid decisions by rushing out Pac-Man before it was ready for the 2600. Then E.T. making it a confusing mess. You know, bringing out the Atari 1500 with faulty controllers, and then overpricing for like a 2600 adapter. So you could play 2600 games on the 1500. So all these things went against them, you know. And instead of just focusing on the 2600 like for 10, 11 years, and then releasing the 7800 or something, but they didn't do that, you know. People don't forget, you see. And that's the thing. I think that's the main reason why the Atari VCS isn't on top of the world right now, because people didn't forget, you know, and people have moved on, you know. Whereas me, people say I'm stuck in the past, but I love Atari and I want to keep supporting them. But unfortunately, there's not millions and millions of people of me out there that are willing to spend money on the Atari VCS, because in their minds there's nothing of value here. I mean, and on the VCS they can get somewhere else, for a lot cheaper, and they don't want to support Atari. But I'm the opposite. I want to support Atari. You know, I remember all the fun experiences I had as a kid playing their games, and I wouldn't be a gamer without them. So they always have my support. But I'm not enough, and there's not enough people like me out there. But there's enough to keep it going for a few years. The Atari VCS. That's the way I'm looking at it. But the VCS, I don't think will ever take top spot like the 2600 did, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does, like, you know. But for that to happen, everybody has to want to buy it. That isn't the case. I just need more. Bring down the price. Like, that's another reason why Atari didn't do it in the past. They overpriced for things instead of making stuff cheaper. I don't know, like, because the Atari VCS is still 400, you know, which is too much, like, you know. And but like I said, the price will come down hopefully sooner rather than later. Like, there was a fire sale in GameStop where it's $100, but that's over in America. Well, I'm over here in Ireland, like, the Atari VCS isn't even out here yet, you know, as far as I know. And so the only place I could get one is to America. Like, if I go to GameStop or Walmart or something like that, you know. But for an Irish person to actually buy one of these things, that's the only way you can get one. And not a whole lot of people around here even know what Atari is, like, you know, let alone the VCS. So I hope everyone has a good day out there. Like I said, if you want to play Atari Jaguar games on your Atari VCS, you can do so. There's plenty of online emulators. But Towers 2 Plight of the Stargazer, if you want to play that one on your Atari VCS with just a standard 8GB of RAM out of the box, you have to go to Arcade Spot to play the game. But bear in mind, it's got the screen's going to flicker like that, and the sound as well, and you have to use a keyboard. But if you're a good gamer like me, you can adapt and just play the game, you know. So that's it. And like I said, it's very slow paced. It's not like doing around like that. You have to stop, pick things up, put them in your backpack, eat food and stuff. It's just like an RPG, like, you know. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good day out there. Take care and bye bye.